They're suing me for something I didn't do. It's just the most bullshit thing. And I literally had to pay them a lot of fucking money.
Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis canceled.
You know, they just decided to pull the plug.
Jake Paul has just been sued by Gervonta "Tank" Davis after canceling their highly anticipated fight. What was supposed to be the biggest matchup of the year has now turned into a messy, humiliating saga filled with pride, money, and reputation crashing down in real time.
That fight that was supposed to go down with Jake Paul and Gervonta "Tank" Davis in Miami on November 14th is not happening. It has been canceled.
Hype was at an all-time high as Jake Paul was set to face Gervonta Davis, a blockbuster matchup backed by Netflix, loaded with millions and fueled by the promise of chaos and spectacle. Fans were buzzing, the boxing world was watching, and the stage was set for a fight that was supposed to redefine the sport.
Someone that we come from two different sides, like, of the world. We still on the same path to get the same.
Posters were printed, cameras rolling, contracts signed, and then suddenly everything was canceled. The entire event disappeared overnight, and Jake Paul jumped on social media, presenting the collapse as if he'd made some kind of heroic, last-second decision.
Most feared punchers in the sport of boxing. It's got a 93% knockout percentage. That's one of the best among current world champions.
Jake Paul went online calling Gervonta a walking piece of garbage, accusing him of abuse and claiming Netflix canceled the fight because his company supports women. He framed himself as the moral hero, but the act didn't last. Tank's team fired back immediately, and soon insiders began whispering that Jake's story didn't add up. Those whispers exploded across boxing circles, exposing the whole thing as just another PR smokescreen.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis team fights back after Jake Paul canceled the fight, went on a tirade.
Jake Paul's story fell apart fast. Netflix never canceled the fight. McTank's coach, Kenny Ellis, said it straight. Jake got scared. Just one line, and Jake's whole moral hero act collapsed. The truth hit hard. This wasn't courage or principles. It was fear dressed up as virtue.
Never let myself go there. You know, I'm a fierce competitor.
Tank's team is now fighting back, and they're stating that Netflix did not, in fact, cancel the.
Quickly called out the hypocrisy. If Jake cared about morals, why fight Mike Tyson, who served prison time? Why fight Mike Perry, who faced multiple abuse allegations? Why was Gervonta suddenly the moral line? None of it added up, and fans saw it instantly.
He has made a significant impact on the sport of boxing. He has certainly brought new eyes to the sport. He's done so much in uplifting women.
Jake's so-called moral stand fell apart fast. Fans realized every speech, every post, every dramatic statement was just damage control. His defense of women looked like a PR shield, a clean exit strategy to hide one thing: fear. And when Kenny Ellis's comments hit, the illusion shattered. Jake Paul wasn't walking away for virtue. He was running from a fight he knew he couldn't win. The world finally saw what was really going on.
They called Gervonta Davis the Tank for a reason. He only needs one shot to end the entire night.
Stop. Davis, big straight left, down goes Gamble.
Then, Jake's entire reputation was on the line. This wasn't another retired athlete. This was a legitimate knockout machine who doesn't fight for clout. So Jake flipped the script. He wasn't scared. He was standing up for women. He wasn't backing out. He was taking a stand. The PR spin worked for a moment, but now it's collapsing, and the narrative he built is coming back to haunt him.
Jake fought a guy who was his age and was also considered a boxer, and he lost.
It just pisses me the fuck off. And then
You're good. Take a break.
Gervonta Davis isn't letting anything slide. He's now suing Jake Paul for defamation and breach of contract, claiming Jake's fabricated moral crusade damaged his reputation and cost him millions. The lawsuit argues Jake didn't make a mistake, intentionally lied. And if Davis's team proves Netflix never canceled the fight, Jake could be on the hook for a massive payout.
Jake Paul took that and ran with it and then used it as a catalyst to stain Tank's name but not have to fight.
Ellis didn't hold back. He said Jake wasn't defending women, he was defending his record. He called Jake's championing women's speech A pure PR smokescreen. A fake moral stance to hide panic. Old clips and screenshots only made it worse, painting Jake as scared, overwhelmed, and scrambling for an escape.
I believe that he was making the money he says he's making. Showtime Boxing wouldn't have gone out of business, and Showtime would have made.
Came the Netflix twist. Fans noticed Netflix never confirmed canceling anything, no statement, no press release, and their logo stayed on promo materials even after Jake's announcement. The silence was loud. Tank's team jumped on it. Netflix didn't cancel the fight at all. Jake used their name as cover. Timeline made it clear. Jake pulled the plug first, spoke for Netflix, and got caught.
I didn't want to give this woman abuser a platform to grow his fans and to grow his bank account. My company champions women. I'm so sorry to everyone involved, mostly to the undercard fighters, to my team at MVP, and to my...
That's the core of the lawsuit. Jake Paul didn't just walk away. He publicly defamed Tank while hiding behind Netflix. Tank's team says Jake sabotaged the entire fight ecosystem. The purse, sponsors, promotions, everything. All to protect his own ego. And now, it's not a PR battle Jake can spin. It's a courtroom battle where followers don't matter and receipts decide everything.
Magazine. Jake Paul admits he's scared and losing sleep over Gervonta Davis.
Jake Paul's hypocrisy is catching up with him. He claimed he wouldn't platform abusers, yet he fought Tyson, Perry, and others with similar pasts. Even Tank's camp called it out, saying Jake knew everything before signing the contract. The timing exposed everything. When Jake realized he couldn't control the fight, he suddenly found a moral reason to cancel. He wasn't shocked, he was cornered.
The contracted weight is 195 pounds. I bet if he were to get on a scale today that he's nowhere near the fight weight.
Jake Paul built a career on chaos, trash talk, and cashing in. On violence, but the moment he faced a real threat in Gervonta Davis, he suddenly tried to play the saint. After years of promoting controversy, he claimed morals to back out, flipping fear into principle and retreat into a moral crusade. It was a classic PR escape, and under scrutiny, it didn't look heroic. It looked calculated.
Paul has a far worse track record. Jake Paul
boxing analyst ego cut through the noise, saying if boxing banned everyone with a criminal record, the sport wouldn't exist. Boxing isn't built on saints, it's built on survivors. Tyson, Chavez, Ward, Mayweather. None rose from purity, but from chaos and struggle. The ring forgives flaws and past mistakes. The courtroom doesn't.
It was Jake Paul who found a scapegoat and an exit strategy and got to...
Jake's sudden act of moral courage felt completely out of place. His Hollywood-style virtue act didn't fit a sport built on grit, blood, and raw reality. Fans saw through it, fighters saw through it, everyone did.